Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Tuesday declared the ceasefire in Gaza would end and fighting with Hamas would continue if the Palestinian militant group did not release hostages by midday Saturday.
In light of Hamas's announcement of its decision to violate the agreement and not release our hostages, last night I ordered the military to gather forces inside and around the Gaza Strip. This operation is being carried out at this time. It will be completed in the very near future.
The announcement came after Netanyahu met with several key ministers, who he said gave the ultimatum their full support. It was not immediately clear if Netanyahu meant Hamas should release all hostages held in Gaza, or just the 3 who had been expected to be released on Saturday under the ceasefire. His office did not immediately respond to a Reuters request for comment. U.S. President Donald Trump on Monday also said Hamas should release all of the hostages by Saturday, or face consequences.
I would say cancel it and all bets are off and let hell break out.
After nearly 16 months of war, Hamas has gradually been releasing hostages since the first phase of a ceasefire began on January 19th. But on Monday, the militant group said it would not free any more individuals until further notice, over accusations Israel was violating the deal by conducting several deadly shootings, holding up some aid deliveries, and impeding the return of Gazans to the Strip's north. Israel denies holding back aid and says it has fired on people who disregarded warnings not to approach Israeli troops. Following Netanyahu's ultimatum Tuesday, Hamas issued a statement renewing its commitment to the ceasefire and accusing Israel of jeopardizing it.
Well, I would say this, and I'm going to let that be because that's Israel's decision, but as far as I'm concerned, if all of the hostages aren't returned by Saturday at 12 o'clock, I think it's an appropriate time. I would say cancel it and all bets are off and let hell break out. I'd say they ought to be returned by 12 o'clock on Saturday, and if they're not returned, all of them, not in drips and drabs, not 2 and 1 and 3 and 4 and 2. Saturday at 12 o'clock, and after that, I would say all hell is going to break out. And I don't think they're going to do it. I think a lot of them are dead. I think a lot of the hostages are dead. I think it's a great human tragedy what's happened, how people can be that mean to do. I'm speaking for myself. Israel can override it, but from myself, Saturday at 12 o'clock, and if they're not here, all hell is going to break out.
Are dying slowly but surely. They are desperate to get out of the underworld that Hamas built, and we have to save them while we can. Unfortunately, we are only pieces in the games of Bibi and our government. I have to say we are not our government. We do not support what our government is doing, and we want our people back home with their families.
Must be released until Saturday on 12. I wish that it would happen, but this is not what the deal says. If Israel wanted to get a deal for all of the hostages, I think we could have done it. The Israeli government chose to do this in parts and not to conclude one deal for all of them.
You must release them, I would like say, yesterday. It's impossible to continue this way. We can fight the Hamas later.
מדינת ישראל חיסלה אתמול את רב המרצחים חסן נסראללה.